Hey guys, Felix here again with another crypto video. And today's video, I'm just going to show you the first part of what I did. This is going to be a two-part series, but basically what I'm going to be showing you guys is me going crazy and taking out some money that I had already invested and throwing it into Birthday Cake. Now, I had already made a video about this and I thought it was pretty cool, but like I mentioned before, I really don't buy the tokens because that exposes you to a lot more impermanent loss. But in this case, I did decide to take some more risk. So essentially what I did was took money that was already invested and had some gains. So I'm just going to show you how I undid some of my previous investments on Pancakeswap. So on Pancakeswap, there was two farms that I had that were basically, I threw $1,000 into each one of those ones. And you can see how they have grown and how they have generated. There's always a risk of impermanent loss, but mostly what I'm looking for is passive income in the meantime, and a lot of it, and trying to make it last as long as possible. But right now I am going to unstake my LP tokens in both of these pools and essentially cash out on these LP tokens. So I've gotten money from them and there has been some gains. I mean, the impermanent loss basically would have been if I would have just held the tokens by themselves and went up, but it's still all right. It's still, I mean, I put $1,000 into each one, and one was like 1,800, the other one's 1,400, so still 1,200 that was made, so it's not bad at all. I mean, sometimes I feel like we do get a little bit too greedy out here in the crypto community, but it's all right. It's all good. We're all just trying to make money, and that's what everyone's trying to do. So right now, I am going to basically undo my liquidity. So yeah, first you have to go ahead, and I always take screenshots just to remember what I was getting. First you have to approve. And it's just like 6 cents, and then you can remove. So it just takes us a sec, but yeah, first you approve, then you remove, and it's just letting you know what you're gonna get. So I'm gonna get 5 BNBs and 61 of these HGET tokens. These are tokens that are supposed to be a hedge against the volatility of the crypto market, but to be honest, I didn't do a whole lot of research on it. I just kind of went into it because it was on Pancakeswap. So, and in the end, it still worked out pretty well. I always keep an eye on the token prices while I'm in there, but yeah, right now I think we're good to just cash out. This PSG is for the soccer team out in Paris, and I think that token will have some utility for sure in the future, even though I'm not a soccer fan myself. So let's take a look here, just waiting for it to all go through. All right. And so the tokens that I got, PSG and HGET, I'm just going to use those to buy the birthday. And so I'm just going to switch those straight over. Just want to double check one thing. And here we're just estimating how much I'm going to need because it's BUSD and Bday. So one of the simplest things to do is just switch over what you're going to convert over to BUSD, at least for me. And then with the BUSD, I can just easily divide it into two and put half of the BUSD here, and because sometimes between two different token ratios it can be a little more difficult to figure it out. And so here I just made the LP that I could with what I had, and then whatever's left in BUSD, half of it will go to Bday, and then we'll just make more LP tokens, and it'll all just be pooled together. Alright guys, so I got all my LP tokens pulled together, and I'm going to go ahead and stake them into the appropriate pool now, or the appropriate farm. Now, like I mentioned earlier, this is something that is going to be a lot of a higher risk, and there is a part 2 video coming of this, but essentially I am hoping for a lot of short-term game. I am hoping that I'm going to be able to generate a lot of these cakes, and that perhaps the price of these cakes will then go up, so that, you know, the API why I was getting right now produces X amount of cakes, and then those X amount of cakes value goes up, thus making the total return a lot higher. It's just exponential at that point. But yeah, so we're going to take a look at what ends up happening with this. Again, this was just me basically taking apart something that was quite a bit more stable in Pancakeswap, even though those other two tokens, you know, they do have some value that they can add to the crypto system, but you know, there's still risk that you're taking, especially when it comes to impermanent loss. But you know, I had gained quite a bit, you know, from the original amount of $1,000 on each one, and I'm just gonna realize those gains real quick and then throw them in here and see what happens and see how much I can gain and see what these cakes are gonna end up doing. But I do want to thank you guys for watching the video. Please subscribe, and I'll be posting more crypto content. You guys take care and take it easy.